It's been said that all is fair in love and war, but in a world of very angry ex-spouses and very tiny miniature cameras, it seems all bets are off. Thanks to evolving technology that makes snooping almost irresistibly simple, people are bugging everything from eyeglasses to pens, even their own kids. But what happens when squabbling exes try to use that footage in court? ABC's Jim Avila brings us the cutting edge of modern spouse-on-spouse warfare.
It's the latest weaponry in the high-tech relationship wars, spying and snooping via surveillance footage like this, recorded secretly by Michelle Russell. She'd been living with Marcus Elias for 3 years when she started to suspect he wasn't being faithful.
Telling me he'd work late a lot, and kind of rushing me off the phone when I would call him while I'm away on business, working, and I'm like, that's weird.
Have a few suspicions and want to conduct your own investigation?
So Michelle turned to the television show Cheaters, which provides do-it-yourself spy equipment to lovers with suspicions.
They gave me a clock cam, and it looks just like a regular alarm clock. Basically, it has a camera already installed, so when they brought it to me, I just had to place it in my living room. And honey, when they called me to look at that footage, I was like, wow.
All caught on camera. Michelle's fears seem to be confirmed.
We've identified this young woman as an intern at the business where Marcus works.
Are you kidding me?
Moments later, she confronts him while she thinks he's out with the other woman.
Marcus! In my bed that we laid in for 3 years!
It's not the truth.
3 years!
It's not the truth.
What you mean it's not the truth? It's on camera! It's on camera! You on candid camera, baby!
Michelle is not the only one who's been spying on a loved one to gather would-be evidence. Enter the domestic spy shop.
And the camera's right here.
Cell phone tracking, GPS, cameras, and microphones, small and cheap enough, often less than $300 for do-it-yourself snooping. Some small enough to be mounted on a keychain to capture this illicit barroom rendezvous, or on a motel room peephole to catch cheaters waiting for the coast to be clear, when clearly it's not. Divorce lawyers say digital evidence like this is being used in an increasing number of divorce cases, and believe it or not, custody battles too.
Here at our birthday party.
Take Duke Luton of Omaha. He's in a vicious battle over his 7-year-old daughter, whose mother rigged her teddy bear with a microphone and told her to carry it at all times.
They had removed a few stitches, replaced the recording device inside of Lil Bear's head, plug in the USB cord right to the computer, and download all of our conversations.
In the high-stakes world of child custody, kids are both the prize and the weapon.
The one thing that's exchanged between the warring parties is the child, and so the child becomes, in effect, sort of a Trojan horse.
John Kinney is a divorce attorney who has worked on a number of these high-tech cases.
It's very low and it's illegal, and it's a crime.
He took Duke's wife to court over the teddy bear mic. She was fined $10,000 for violating wiretapping laws, and the tapes were thrown out of court. But the law is murky. In 38 states, it's legal to secretly record in a public place. Federal wiretapping laws protect the privacy of your cell phone conversation and your computer, and most of the time, judges don't allow it. Do-it-yourself spies should beware. The plan can sometimes backfire.
It's attached.
Hang on.
Take this, a seemingly innocent pair of jeans, perhaps Exhibit A in a brutal custody battle.
I know it's attached, kiddo. Leave it right there. Leave it right there.
Brian, a father in Texas, who has asked us not to use his last name for the sake of his son, made what he says was a shocking discovery on a recent visitation. He says his young son was being used to spy on him, a tiny tape recorder sewn right into the blue jeans.
My son told me, Dad, Mom has all these recordings of inside the house. And I pulled my son close to me and I patted him down, and that's when I found the recorder.
Brian made this video on the spot.
We got a recorder stitched into my son's pants. Apparently, Allison's been bugging all of our visits. You pick your child up, you're going to have a fun visit with him, never thinking that he's got a recording device on him.
Brian's attorney has since filed a complaint in district court alleging violation of wiretapping laws. But when we contacted Brian's ex-wife and her attorney, they told us that he is a 3-time convicted felon currently on parole. She declined to go on camera, but told us the allegation of wiretapping is inaccurate and is in the process of being dismissed through an agreement between he and I. Brian told us the charges are old and don't reflect on his parenting ability. As for Michelle Russell's ex-boyfriend who was spied on,
Marcus! What the hell you think you're doing?
He wrote, "I feel like my privacy and my character was violated. It was never proven that I actually did anything wrong. I wouldn't wish that scenario on anyone." But Michelle says she has no regrets about spying.
I'm sorry. You forgive me?
Behave in your relationship as if there could be a camera around, because you just never know.
Because in today's tech-savvy, ever-watching world, not only is all fair in love and war, almost anything is possible too. For Nightline, I'm Jim Avila in Omaha, Nebraska.
Modern love and not. Thanks to Jim for that.